He is the maker and the world he made. He is the potter and he is the pot. Both simultaneously. He is the potter and is also the pot, you see. Whatever he has made, you see. He is the maker and the world he made. But all, of course, through her. All through her. He is the vision and he is the seer. Yes. The idea he has got in his mind, he visions that thing and he sees that thing. He is himself the actor and the act. He is himself the knower and the known. He is himself the dreamer and the dream. He is himself the potter and the pot. See, these are the figures he has given. Now, there are two who are one and play in many worlds. In knowledge and ignorance, they have spoken and met. See, now this two in one. Ardhanarishwara, as we have seen earlier in the description, or Satyam, Mrutam, etc., etc., all this Sat Chit, consciousness, force, and the divine being, nature and soul, all these are now kind of parallel. Ishvara, Ishwari, they are the two in one, you see. And play in many worlds. In many worlds, in one world they will play as Ishvara, Ishwari. In the other world they will play as Purusha, Prakriti. In the third world they will play as Maya and Brahma. The creative, the conceptive power is Brahma. Conceptive energy is Maya. Conceptive. Then the creative is another one. The third one is Lordly Ishwari, governing Ishvara, Ishwari. These are the aspects of, in many worlds. So in one world they will behave like Ishvara, Ishwari. In other world they will behave like Purusha, Prakriti. In the third world, Brahma and Vishnu. In the creative transcendental world, they will have concepts of things and she will bring them into execution, you see. The idea is born there and that idea has been put into operation, that is what. Means the divine wills, Brahma wills something. Yes, let there be this, let there be that. That idea is born. Let there be this. That is his idea. His conception is there. Now, let there be, he has done. His sankalpa, his will is already there now. He has given that thing. But who is going to bring that thing now? Let there be who? She. It is she who has to do the work now. Labor, the toil. It is she. There are, now let us see these things again. Two in one. See, before we go to that, there are two who are one. This whole description about that. There are two who are one. He is himself the dreamer and the dream, as an example. Now this is a very simple line. He is himself the dreamer and the dream. Very beautiful line. Very simple line. He is one foot. Himself, second foot. The dreamer, third foot I am. Or Pirik, I am, the dream. Now, two in one. $77.16. 77.16. Got it? There he behaved in their mighty union poise. That is Ashwapati. Got it? 77.16. There he behaved in their mighty union poise. He stands for Ashwapati. In their union poise, he and she, the figure of the deathless two in one. The figure of the deathless two in one. Well, that is the figure of Ardhanarishwara, as we call it. Shiva and Shakti as one figure. A single being in two bodies clasped. A diarchy of two united souls. Both of them are rulers, she and he. Diarchy, in their own way, but they are clasped in one body. A diarchy of two united one. There are two who are one and play in many worlds. That is the way the description goes on, you see. Behind them, behind these two in one, behind the diarchy, behind these two in one, who stands? One. Behind them stood one, he who had brought them from the unknowable. 77.17. Next sentence. Next sentence. 77.17. Next 17. We are seeing two in one, one in 16.
Yeah, who is behind? Who stands behind them?
He. Now, who brought them? This two in one. He says, behind them, brought them from the unknowable. One who stood one, the Supreme.
But the Supreme is already.
It is the Supreme who has brought these two in one here.
But that's
Ishvara, Ishwari, Purusha, Prakriti, what do you want to call them? Satchit, etc. Who has brought them here?
But
One.
he is the same
Supreme.
incarnated. Same.
Supreme.
But they are both aspects of him, no?
No. That is the play. But now, how they have come into existence?
Who? He and she?
Huh?
But he and she, like
How they have come? How they have come? How they have come here? It is the Supreme who has brought them out of himself. The non-manifest being. In fact, that sentence says, 77.17, next line. It says here, he who had brought them from the unknowable, from the total absolute, the unexpressed reality, it is from them he has brought Satchit. He has brought Satchit. He himself has brought them Satchit, you see. Means the birth of this two in one is his act of the Supreme himself. In fact, we'll see that thing again in great detail. Out of the absolute, the Supreme has called his force and go into action. The Supreme is there, the Absolute is there, and he summons his own force, come out and do something. And when the Supreme is calling that force out of himself, that force, she sets into action. She becomes the first mother. She becomes the creator of things which are here. He has summoned her, and now she gets into action. And she starts setting up the creation. So that Absolute has brought out of his own silence his own force, and that force in the Vedic language is Aditi. Aditi is the first mother who has come out of the unknowable, and she has set herself into action. And the first child of Aditi, of that mother, she becomes a mother when she gives birth to Satchitananda. So the first child of Aditi is Satchidananda. And when Satchidananda is born, then she becomes mother. She becomes the mighty mother. So first child of Aditi is Satchidananda, you see. And then she becomes the mighty mother, you see. Otherwise, where is the mother coming, you see? See, there is another reference here. 157.54. 157.54. It is he is one. But then he has become two-souled, two-bodied for the joy of time. Two-souled, two-bodied for the joy of one. Two-souled, two-bodied, 157.54. Two-souled, two-bodied for the joy of time. He has become now, the description here is, they have become two, Purusha, Prakriti, whatever you want to call them, you see like that. For what purpose? For the joy of time, for the creation, to bring into dynamics of time, for manifestation. So, you see, in the overall Savitri, there is a kind of a consistency of description. There is a consistency of description. There is nothing, no idea in one place clashes with an idea in another place. There is a harmony, consistent. Because the unifying vision is present everywhere in Savitri. Unifying vision, unifying idea, unifying knowledge is present everywhere. Now, when he is describing this thing in various ways, two-souled, two-bodied, two in one, etc., Purusha, Prakriti, etc., all these are basically one single idea in different modes, in different contexts how they work. They work here like that, two soul, two body. Now this line, two soul, two bodied, for the joy of time. Two soul, spondi, two soul is spondi. Two bodied, bod, again spondi, means spondi, spondi. Bodied four. Third foot is a pirik. And the joy of time, I am. So I got spondi, pirik, I am. Two soul, two bodied for the joy of one. Two soul, two bodied for the joy of one. Spondi, pirik, I am, you see. So that's the meter. So spondi keeps both in balance of equal weight. Spondi means equal weight. Two soul, he and she, they are equally weighted. Two bodied, again equally weighted. They got two. For the joy of one. I am. It is these two people, these two persons in one, they are carrying on the movement. I am is the movement which is taking forward. The spondi use the personality of these two on equal footing for both of them, and I am carries them forward as far as the work is concerned, you see. So that is the technique which also illustrates the function of the line. The poetic art goes along with the idea it is conveying. If you simply see metrically, spondi, pirik, I am, it means that as if there are two equal things balancing each other completely in harmony with each other, and they are moving forward. He and she are moving forward. So the poetic art is also wonderful like that, you see, and very rarely you see that kind of a thing in Savitri, you see. There are two who are one and play in many worlds. Now many worlds everywhere. Not only in the material creation, everywhere, throughout the entire cosmic manifestation, even in the transcendent. In the transcendent, they are Satyamrutam. Here, down below, they are inconscient self and somnambulist force. Down below here, inconscient self and somnambulist force. Up there, they are Satyamrutam. In many worlds, they are working in a different way. It is the same principle which is operating everywhere. In other words, their poises are different for given purposes in different worlds. What Satyamrutam will do there is for that. What inconscient self and somnambulist force will do here is for another purpose here. For the evolutionary purposes, you have got inconscient self and some primary force for the evolutionary purposes. For the dynamics of movement in the transcendent to bring out more and more potencies into manifestation, you have got Satyam, Rutam. That is how in many worlds they work, you see, like that, as examples, you see. There are two who are one and play in many worlds. In knowledge and ignorance, they are spoken and met. In knowledge, up there. In ignorance, also here, they are meeting. Satyamrutam in knowledge. In ignorance, in conscious self and some primary force, they are meeting. And light and darkness are their eyes interchange. you imagine how picturesque the whole thing is. And light and darkness are their eyes interchange. Now, obviously, light and darkness are their eyes interchange. This is mostly for things in ignorance.